My West Hollywood story is exploring the iconic boulevards, endless shopping, and beautiful galleries. Inspiration is endless in West Hollywood. The neighborhood tells stories of established and emerging artists. You will find fashion and styles from all over the world here. A California sunset is the perfect way to end our day. We will take VIP tickets to this show every night. Our vacation is just getting started. This is our West Hollywood story. Come and find yours.
LA Galaxy belongs on the best surfaces. Whether you're the best player or the best fan, every goal, every tackle, every last-second battle, it all requires precision, performance, and passion. The LA Galaxy trust AstroTurf to provide the best surfaces, because champions deserve the best. AstroTurf, the official synthetic turf and hybrid field building partner of the LA Galaxy.
My dad was a farmer. And when I saw him on a horse, the guy was bigger than life. One of the things that he had a hard time doing was showing the emotion. Maybe it was because the way he was raised, or believing that men provide and they don't struggle. But we all struggle. I want to show emotion to my kids. I want them to know when I'm happy, I want them to know when I'm sad, and I want them to see me working through things. The biggest reward I get from being a dad is watching my kids accomplish a goal, watching them light up. Nothing brings a bigger smile to my face. So I make my kids a priority. Whether it's hitting a baseball, a dance rehearsal, you name it, I'm there. They're gonna remember that they grew up loved. Be brave. Be there every day. And allow your kids to know that it's okay to struggle. That even dad doesn't know the answer sometimes, but we're gonna figure it out together.
Firearms are the #1 cause of death among kids, but we know that healthcare workers can make a huge difference. This is why prevention is absolutely critical. It starts with listening to the community, leaning in on those conversations to better inform what is the approach that you want to take. You are the champions for change. You can be the catalyst for integrating firearm injury prevention strategies into your practice and really benefiting your community. Let's agree to agree that we all have a role to play in ending this crisis.
In Major League Baseball, you could dream with no limits. You could become your hero, steal the show, or even start a new club. You could meet the moment and exceed the hype. You can write a new chapter of history and let your city dream again. This season, anything can happen.
Everyone has a ritual, that small thing that keeps us focused. A habit we never skip to clear our minds and elevate our performance.
But what do you do to keep your head in the game, to drown out the self-doubt and support your mental health? Because being your best isn't just about taking care of your body.
It's about taking care of your mind and mental health. Discover the resources you need to keep your mind focused and your mental health a priority.
Your favorite teams, your favorite live streams, your favorite highlights. Be sure to engage with us. Find us now on YouTube at NSBN Sports or visit us at nsbnsports.com.
the Bulldogs and the Pioneers right now on the Southeast Sports Network. Hi, welcome inside of the Meadowview Marriott Conference Resort and Convention Center. Glad you're along with us for what promises to be a really good battle between these two programs. It's our final game of day one of the Appalachian Athletic Conference basketball tournament, the elimination day. Only one team can move on to a thrilling second day of play. Who will it be? We'll find out together. Alongside me, Lorenzo Robinson, Frank Osborne for college basketball action. Our officials are ready to go. Guys, what do you think?
I think that this is going to be a ton of fun. Spartanburg Methodist, they have one of the better 1-2 punches in the conference, having Destiny Middleton and Hallie Taylor at their disposal. Meanwhile, the Union Bulldogs, the onus is going to fall on them. Can they pull off the upset here in the final game of the day?
Yeah, everyone loves an underdog. And talking of underdogs, they weren't even looking like making to the tournament until Kylie No with the two-pointer, 0.7 seconds on the clock, fired them here. It was unbelievable scenes, court invasion, everything going on. But they've got a team of youth, loads of freshmen. They've only got one graduating senior, so you almost take away that side of the last game issue. Got 5 seniors of Spartanburg Methodist, albeit 5 very good seniors looking to continue their college career.
This is game 4 of day 1. You can see them lined up in order at the bottom of your screen with scores. This game scheduled to start 3 minutes from now, so we're right on time. And excited to have you along for the ride for this battle. A quick rundown of the 5 on the floor to start. Noe, Carter, Rogers, Coffey, and Wynn for the Bulldogs. Traylor, Bell, Hayes, Middleton, and Wilson for the Pioneers of Spartanburg Methodist College. We're ready to go. It's the final game of day 1 in the Appalachian Athletic Conference basketball tournament. We're off as the Bulldogs win the opening tip.
This is going to be the second meeting between these two teams. Spartanburg Methodist took the first meeting on January 17th by a score of 75-65 at home.
Union have found this season, they come out of the blocks flying, and it's towards the end of the game that they start to tail off, so wouldn't be surprised if we see that again today.
The spin move tried to shovel the pass through, and it was intercepted. Almost stolen, she got it. Union Commonwealth University, the pickpocket.
But there's a reason why Isis Rogers is second in the conference, 4 steals.
So Traylor gets the steal for the Pioneers. The Dogs respond to the steal by Isis. And now another steal as this will go for a jump ball.
Yeah, both teams trying to settle themselves into the ball game right now. Some early game jitters. We've basically seen this from every game that's come here today. Squads just trying to settle into the ball game and ground themselves into form.
3 steals in the first minute of play. Quickly, the Pioneers, a little kiss off the glass. There's a reason Spartanburg Methodist won 15 games this season. They can just find lanes.
Find lanes, they can fill it up as well. 4th in the conference in points per game. If Union's gonna win it, this game is gonna have to be a bit of a brawl. It's gonna have to be very physical, low scoring. If it turns into a matchup of an up and down affair, that's advantage Spartanburg Methodist.
3 ball is short. Pioneers fighting for it down inside. Long ball down the floor, and the shot wide. Wanted every bit of that Bell, couldn't knock it down.
Yeah, talking of making it scrappy, in Union's last matchup against Johnson, there was a literal fist fight. So I'm sure they'll be up for it if it turns physical.
Wow, that's intense. Down around the arc. Entry feed to the baseline. Low block and the call. Another one. This is really very physical to start. Just over 2 minutes into it, and it's been nothing but fouls so far.
I can appreciate good physical play, and I would also appreciate it if the refs allow them to be able to sort of cipher through that. Not if it's obvious contact that's obstructing them, but allow them to decide it on the floor.
running with pace, tries this, and it's wide. Pioneers to the corner, and they'll get set and work. Free ball is strong. Scrambling for it, she slides down the baseline. This is off the mark.
Spartanburg Methodist foul was Saban's first, team first.
Destiny Middleton made that one layup. We've been scoreless since. Bulldogs. On the move. Pioneers try this off the window. UCU a chance to respond. Track meet in our final game of the day. This won't go.
So 3 minutes in, 2 points. Not the most entertaining in terms of scoring that we'll see all tournament, I'm sure.
Battle down low in the paint. She's trying to get it all. Hayes loses this in the corner, and Union Commonwealth's Rices Rogers, the senior, comes up with the ball. I'm going to tell you, it was an immense physical effort not to make a soccer scoring joke when you said that.
Physical.
Just like this game. She's going to light it off, and the three rims out. Roped across entry feed. Beautiful play, but she can't finish it. Now to the corner, down the baseline. Pinballed through traffic, and the Pioneers are able to keep possession.
Yeah, and that was probably an overpass there. I would have loved to see Wilson go up strong and go and finish it through the contact, but I do understand trying to get your best player in Middleton involved.
She's going to try the three from downtown, and this won't drop. Union Commonwealth on a 4-minute, 5-second scoring drought. Both teams combined for 2 points.
Yeah, I think we can see that.
Driving the block and the foul.
So you reckon something's got to give here?
True.
Or not.
We had a tournament game last year where the two of the best teams in the conference shot like sub 30%.
That's liable to happen.
They were the highest averaging teams in the league for points. This goes.
We've got a point. We.
Just need to find a way to get the lid off the basket. I think we're ready now. I think Spartanburg Methodist made a pact that they weren't going to try to score until Union got on the board.
And Bulldogs maintain possession. Glover, the sophomore. I just think, we talked about this during our last game. As this is going to be sent the other way with the Pioneers. It's hard to remember the context doesn't carry over between games for us because we're here all day doing all the games, right? I really feel like the size of this room, it's probably 10 to 20 feet taller than a regular gym. And the lighting is not your typical gymnasium lighting in here. It's more like, well, it's an event center, right? So it's a little dimmer. It's like 20% dimmer. I feel like it might mess with your depth perception.
Absolutely. It definitely messes with it. It forces you to sort of find that adjustment. That's why the little shoot-around period that you get in between games is so important. And honestly, I don't know if it's enough time, but I do understand that we're on a schedule and we have to try to get these games done. We'd love to see what would happen if these players had a better chance to get themselves acclimated.
Too quick for Eads. From the front court, this, a little too much sauce, Sales. Just over halfway through our first period, it's 4-1 Spartanburg Methodist in Kingsport.
What if you can have it all? A place to call home, a great job, and a safe and welcoming community to raise your family. You can have all that and more in Kingsport, Tennessee. For the past quarter century, Kingsport has been on a mission to reinvent itself as the first professionally planned and privately financed city of the 20th century. Kingsport has earned the nickname the Model City. From award-winning educational initiatives to business incubators to the surrounding natural beauty, Kingsport is just the right size to have the amenities you need without the traffic and crime of a larger city. With a vibrant downtown, great shopping and dining, and a thriving local economy, Kingsport is the perfect place to call home. Ready to start loving where you live? Choose Kingsport. Visit movetokingsport.com and discover all the reasons why this charming town is the perfect place to call home.
Back in Kingsport, and off the rip, this is headed the other way on the violation. UCU taking over with the ball. Imani Wynn, the freshman, sends it in, gets it right back from Glover.
Now, oddly enough, the game being at this current pace is advantage Union because they haven't been a team that's been known for getting up and down with a fast pace and being able to really fill up the stat sheet from a scoring standpoint. Their games where they are able to win looks more like this. It looks more like rock fights. It looks a little bit more physical, a little bit grittier, dirtier. That's the type of game that Union needs to turn this into if they're going to find a way to pull off the upset.
Their lowest scoring win of the season was their last outing as the Bulldogs kiss this home off the glass. It's 4-3.
Nice to see Glover back and playing well. She tore her ACL last year, so always good to see a player recover from such a bad injury.
Gilliam, the senior, couldn't knock it down. Big high bounce. This rattles off as well.
Possession remains in Spartanburg.
Pioneers going to work down low, pushed away. Under the basket, it's blocked by the Bulldogs, Kylie Noe. Pioneers do keep possession. Spartanburg Methodist, Tatum pulls up Diamond, too much. Tries to put her own miss back and gets it to go. 6-3.
Man, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. A wild shot, but following that shot and somehow getting the slingshot to go.
Pulling out all the moves of the yo-yo. Fires the orange to the straightaway. Good feed. Down low paint and fouled.
Yeah, great perimeter defense on that possession by Diamond Tatum. Unfortunately for Spartanburg Methodist, they were not able to finish that one without fouling. But their perimeter defense has really been tightening up on Union, but they're not able to make things happen offensively thus far.
Second goes. One possession game, 6-4. Kylie Noe comes out. Lindsey Perkle onto the floor. From the top of the block, this rattles and goes.
Yeah, Destiny Middleton on that face-up game. She's such a great attacker of the basket that you have to concede a little bit of space, especially if you're a bigger player without the foot speed to contain it. Middleton taking advantage of it.
Gets this done. Bulldogs watch as the Pioneers take it from end to end. They lead by 6 as Spartanburg Methodist starting to heat up.
Yeah, this is where the danger zone comes into play for Union. I know it's early. I know it's only 10 points on the scoreboard. But again, you're not known for your offensive prowess. Going down big really puts a ton of pressure on your offense.
Off the front of the iron, tries again. Three-pointer, rims out. Bulldogs on the straightaway working. Imani Wynn, the freshman, dish to the cross. Entry feed is taken out of the air by the Pioneers. The South Carolina side.
Now it's Destiny Middleton getting it done on offense, now doing it defensively as well.
She's fantastic. Look at this turnaround bunny. Too easy for Spartanburg Methodist College. They lead.
That's just a straight up ISO, getting the ball into your best player's hands and allowing her to go to work.
Union really struggling to get going.
Bulldogs entry feed, low paint. They need these points and they get them off the glass. It's Wynn, the freshman. And Kylie Noe just bumped our camera. And blown dead on the violation at the end of the floor. Spartanburg Methodist has the Bulldogs doubled up 12-6.
The Bays Mountain Park Adventure Course. Gear up and climb the Hawk's Nest. Work together as a team to complete 4 high ropes challenges, all while suspended 40 feet in the air. Finish with a zip through the canopies on our 310-foot zip line. Our ground course features 9 exciting challenges and is perfect for large.
12-8, Spartanburg Methodist Pioneers. SMC, blown on the violation, took the step.
Yeah, and a great response from Union going down. It looked like Spartanburg Methodist was poised to run away with it, but the Bulldogs hanging around.
Perkle went to the bench, Coffee to the bench. Noe and Betts back onto the floor for Union and the Bulldogs.
Betts has shown real glimpses over the season. Like, at Union, everyone says she'd be the walk-in advert for Red Bull because she's got so much energy.
3 ball is strong. We'll go the other way. SMC.
More of a Celsius guy myself.
Stepping through, and this goes a little kiss off the glass. And that does it for the first period between SMC and Union Commonwealth. A close one. Right now, the Pioneers out ahead over the Bulldogs on the Southeast Sports Network.
all of the ways to watch your favorite local and regional sports. Join us now on Twitch TV. You can also find NSBN on Amazon Fire TV or visit us live on YouTube as we stream games there as well. Another fan favorite way to watch is nsbnsports.com. You can also find us through our NSBN app, free to download from the Google Play Store, and Roku TV, where you can find all of our content. NSBN Sports, visit us at nsbnsports.com.
Back in Kingsport, Tennessee. Drove down the baseline, fires, and we get the foul down inside to open quarter two.
Yeah, and again, you can see that there is a concerted effort on keeping Destiny Middleton involved, getting her the ball in some advantageous positions, trying to allow her to put her real stamp on this ball game.
Bet's got the foul.
Stuck at 0.
Entering for Union, number 11, Isis Rogers.
(15-8) Pioneers. Union Commonwealth University. Bulldogs back to the wing.
There's a real lack of movement ahead of Glover when she's got the ball.
This with a clock expiring, couldn't get it.
No, Frank, that's a great point. It's very stagnant offensively right now for Union. It's going to be hard for a struggling offense to find plays when no one's moving without the ball.
Beautiful delivery by Haley Traylor, the senior. We've seen her make a lot of plays like that this season. Give her first two of the tournament. Three ball buried for the Union Commonwealth Bulldogs. Two possession game.
Anytime you get a shooter that wide open, it's almost like finding a $1 bill on the ground. You really just have to take it.
That's crazy.
Is
SMC, I don't know, no.
Who doesn't like some found money?
Down low, blocked away by the Dogs.
That's Kylie No's fourth block already today. That's why she's in the defensive team.
On the straightaway, entry feed, working in the low paint. Back outside for three, it's strong.
It's now Destiny Middleton taking a seat here. This is where things can get very interesting for Spartanburg Methodist. I'd expect them to really go to Hallie Traylor and allow her to control things with Middleton now sitting on the bench. Again, right on cue, it's Traylor on the drive, getting downhill, forcing the issue and drawing the contact. Hallie Traylor had a nice season for Spartanburg Methodist. She was 6th in the conference in points per, 5th in assists, 3rd in three-pointers made, and 2nd in free throws made, 1st in free throw percentage. So a nice offensive weapon that Spartanburg Methodist has at their disposal. Again, one of the better 1-2 punches in the AAC all season long, Middleton and Traylor.
rims, rattles, and falls into the twine. (19-11).
Union haven't really got going yet in this game. I don't know if they're not nervous, but the pressure's getting to them.
Sent it long, UCU. Working it all around. Glover dished it, fires off the glass, couldn't get it down low.
Have to make those ones count. Struggling to get the opportunities all game. When you get the opportunities, you have to take them.
You do. That was a beautiful shot, a beautiful attempt at the basket by No. But you could see she was just exasperated with the result. She didn't even try to go for the rebound. She couldn't believe she missed that bunny.
From the front court. So trailer a moment ago, she's up to 6 points. UCU trailing by 10. Bulldogs light this off from the wing, weak. We'll try the other end of the floor. Pioneers of Spartanburg Methodist leading the way. Naja rattled and wouldn't go. Two dogs waiting to check in. Off the glass, this goes.
Yeah, Isis Rogers is one of the only senior players in the Union side. They've got her graduating, they've got Rachel Smith as a junior. And that's about it in terms of age and experience. So it's a real game of the freshmen, the youth versus the experience today.
Good drive inside. This goes off the glass. Spartanburg Methodist gets another pair. It's 23-13. They're still out ahead by 10 after Bell hit the layup.
But Frank, to that point, of Union's top 4 scorers, 2 sophomores and 2 freshmen. So 4 underclassmen leading the way this season for Union.
Yeah, they've been really spearheaded by freshman firepower of Wynn and No all season, really. When those two get going, they give themselves a chance. When they don't get going, it's usually a long day. Today, they're yet to get going, so.
She'll just pull up from the straightaway and get the 3 to go. Unbelievable. With 5.5 to play in the first half, it's 26-13, Spartanburg.
The Southeast Sports Network is now on Amazon Fire TV. Now you can download the SESN app and watch on any Amazon-enabled device, such as your Fire Stick. The easiest way to download the app is to go to our website, find the Watch SESN tab, and click Fire TV app. Then just select your device from the list. That's it. Free and easy. Enjoy watching the Southeast Sports Network on your Fire TV, Fire Stick, or Fire Tablet with just a few clicks.
Back in Kingsport, Tennessee. Glad you're with us. Gabriel Schrei, Lorenzo Robinson, Frank Osborne with the Appalachian Athletic Conference Tournament. Game 2 of untold dozens on both the men's and women's side. Oh, baby! The triple buried from downtown Kingsport.
A much-needed triple, maybe a shot of adrenaline for Union.
Spartanburg Methodist can't respond. It looked like they were hoping to. UCU trying the other end of the floor. Hemmed in, stolen. Oh, she's all alone. Say goodbye. A little kiss off of the glass for Zybel, the senior.
That's been the moral of the story for Union today. They score, they look good, and then they give away really easy points.
Entry feed, top of the block instead. Working it down to the low paint and tries this one. Couldn't get it off the glass. Puts it back, rolls, and she's got enough to butter that up.
And I don't think anyone deserves to see one go down more than Kylie knows. She's been working hard on the glass. She's had a few great looks at the rim.
(28-18), still a 10-point game. Spartanburg Methodist built that margin, that lead. They've hung on to it. Wanted to pull the trigger, dished across. Entry feed, big collision in the low paint. She's harassed, and we get the whistle.
And man, if I'm Union, if I'm the 10 seed coming into this tournament, there's not really many expectations that people have for what we can do. I'm gonna go down swinging. I'm gonna just empty out the clip, see what I can do, see if we can create some type of momentum and keep our season alive.
This is one of them that it's almost more trying to get the younger players experience at the conference tournament, getting used to the pressure, getting used to people watching you that don't normally watch you, and getting used to the win you stay, lose you go home aspect of conference tournament.
Ball knocked outside. On the wing, straightaway three, short.
But that acknowledgement of win or go home, probably one of the harder things for a lot of underclassmen to reckon with because they're so used to having more chances. I mean, they're already thinking about how many minutes they're going to get next season. So sometimes it can be difficult to really impart upon them, like, this is everything. This is the end of our season. This is the end of this journey with this group. You cannot afford to squander those type of opportunities.
Coffee fouled. This goes at the line. Johnson, 8 points now. 29-18, 3¼ minutes still to play in our first half. On the wing, Union Commonwealth. Bulldogs, the long floater, and a good bit of disruption defensively. Jumping that is Latavius Wilson.
You can really see Union, a lot of the offenses, get the ball to Kylie No and let her do her thing.
Middleton and Hayes back into the game for Bell and Wilson. Toward the corner, working along the arc. 4 on the shot clock. 3, 2, down on the baseline, gets it off in time, but just not quite the touch she needed. Diamond Tatum got the rebound. Spartanburg Methodist College. The other way. Entry feed. Flip that up and stolen out of the air by Middleton. Destiny running that 3-man weave. They've got to hit the brakes and get set.
Middleton back in the ball game. She hasn't touched it in a few possessions. I would expect her to be aggressive in getting the basketball as we go to the end of this quarter.
Union Commonwealth. Inside of 2 minutes to go in our second quarter and first half, and the Bulldogs have cooled off again as we're kind of playing a little bit of tug of war and get a timeout on the floor. First half coming to a close quickly from Kingsport, Tennessee on the Southeast Sports Network.
All of the ways to watch your favorite local and regional sports. Join us now on Twitch TV. You can also find NSBN on Amazon Fire TV or visit us live on YouTube as we stream games there as well. Another fan favorite way to watch is nsbnsports.com. You can also find us through our NSBN app, free to download from the Google Play Store, and Roku TV, where you can find all of our content. NSBN Sports, visit us at nsbnsports.com.
Welcome back to Kingsport, Meadowview Marriott Conference Resort and Convention Center. Drives and fires. How about that layup? Perfect job knifing into the lane. It's 31-18.
Yeah. Union have really struggled to stop Crystal Johnson when she gets going. She just decides she's going to the basket and no one's going to be able to stop her. And now she's on to double digits for the day.
Yeah, it's not really like Spartanburg Methodist has a ton of movement in their own offensive arsenal, but they have players who really can break down the defense and get to the basket. A little bit more juice in their ball handlers, I would say.
The freshman Carter hit the brakes a little too hard, so the violation, giving the ball back to SMC. Held off the side. They're scrapping for that. Jump ball with 41 seconds left in this first half.
And you can hear the instruction from the coaching staff for Union. There's 40 seconds left. We have to finish the half strong. Try to give yourself some momentum going into that second half of play.
Running the floor. Back in the front court, she's in danger. Somehow gets it away. Whipped over the top to the corner, and the three ball bounces out. Long feed. Gonna try it on the other end. SMC hits the brakes. Shot clock is off. They can just hang on to this, and it looks like that might be exactly what they do.
That was a heads-up play by Naja Gilliam to not try to force the issue. Shot clock has been turned off. Just hold for one.
Sent back out front and disrupted. 2 seconds. One. That'll do it for our first half, and that's our score at the half, 31-18. Spartanburg Methodist, a nice lead over Union Commonwealth's Bulldogs on SCSN after a really, really exciting first half of play. Any brief thoughts on what we saw there? And obviously you're going to have some. What are they?
Well, Spartanburg Methodist is doing a nice job of playing their style of play offensively. They're getting to the rim. They're finding some open shooters. Union, meanwhile, needs to try to find a way to play with some tempo, get into their offensive sets with a little bit more, I would say, effort.
Well, the game is being completely controlled by Spartanburg Methodist. It's at their pace, whatever they want it to be, it's going to be like that unless something changes from Union. The attack's slow. It's like a few statues just standing there and hoping something happens out of nothing. If I'm Spartanburg Methodist, I'm more than happy with how that first half's gone.
We're at the half, 31-18. The Pioneers of Spartanburg Methodist leading the Bulldogs of Union. Go nowhere. Frank Osborne with analysis and more in just a moment as part of our halftime coverage.
Everyone has a ritual. That small thing to keep us focused. A habit we never skip. To clear our minds and elevate our performance. But what do you do to keep your head in the game? To drown out the self-doubt and support your mental health. Maybe you surround yourself with positivity. Or you need to center yourself. Because being your best isn't just about taking care of your body. It's about taking care of your mind and mental health. Discover the resources you need to keep your mind focused and your mental health a priority.
Toda mi gente lo siente, 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 toda mi gente caliente, toda mi gente lo siente. Toda mi gente suena, en la fadera suena, el techo se me llena, toda mi gente lo siente.
I'm Mauricio Cuevas, defender for the LA Galaxy. The best performance requires the best training. That's why we trust AstroTurf. AstroTurf delivers unparalleled ability, safety, and playability, ensuring every match and session of training is fast and exciting. As a proud partner of the LA Galaxy, AstroTurf continues to provide world-class surfaces, fueling the future of the game.
Welcome to SESN, your ticket to the front row of the sports world, covering local, regional, and national events. We bring the game to you. Feel the excitement of every play, every score, every victory. Get your seat, get on air, and immerse yourself in the heart-pounding action. The Southeast Sports Network, where sports come to life.
Hi there. I'd like to introduce you to McValue at McDonald's. With McValue, you can buy one and add any one of these for only $1. And look at that. You can do the same thing during breakfast. It's crazy. You see, at any moment in the day, McValue can take you to a place where a whole new menu of possibilities exist, inspiring you to order more from life than you could ever imagine. Take a look at your surroundings. Take a look at your environment. Take a look at your past decisions. Take a look at your present. Are you curious about the future? And setting your expectations at perfection is not a way for growth. So I'd use the word curiosity, and that's a long way to get there. But if you stay curious, I think you can get the most out of life's menu. Because if you don't, you're leaving some of those moments on the table. You gotta try to get the most out of life. You might just think McValue adds the power of choice to McDonald's menu, but it also adds the power of perspective. And depending on how you look at it, that might be the most powerful thing you can order. And while you're here, I can't wait to meet you. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
The bravest person I know is definitely my dad, 100%.
My friend Sean.
My daughter Cynthia, and she was in the United States Army.
One of the bravest things he ever did wasn't when he first enlisted, it was when he found his first support group.
Our journey has not been easy.
One of the bravest things he did was when he asked to move in with me and my mom.
I felt like I was lost, and you gave me a place to stay.
When he decided he was going to go back to school after 23 years.
It was the better part of my life that I spent in the Marine Corps. Transitioning out, it's a difficult thing.
She went on foreign soil. She went to war. But the bravest thing she did is when she asked for help.
So I really appreciate it.
I'm worried about Mom.
Mom? She's fine. These the ones, right, Mom?
Yeah, groundlings.
Sweet potatoes.
Daddy, it's salty.
Some things come with age.
And some don't.
Early detection of Alzheimer's can lead to better care for your loved one. Learn the early warning signs at 10signs.org.
Your favorite teams, your favorite live streams, your favorite highlights. Be sure to engage with us. Find us now on YouTube at NSBN Sports or visit us at nsbnsports.com. All of the ways to watch your favorite local and regional sports. Join us now on Twitch TV. You can also find NSBN on Amazon Fire TV or visit us live on YouTube as we stream games there as well. Another fan favorite way to watch is nsbnsports.com. You can also find us through our NSBN app, free to download from the Google Play Store, and Roku TV, where you can find all of our content. NSBN Sports, visit us at nsbnsports.com.
Good evening and welcome back. We are at Kingsport, Tennessee for the Appalachian Athletic Conference basketball tournament. We're in the play-in games today. It's the final game of the day. Union trailing 18-31 to Spartanburg Methodist. Game's not been the most lively. It's been rather flat, to be honest. Union haven't really got going, and Spartanburg have controlled. Union shooting 33%, and Spartanburg at 40%. Although only at 11% from distance, so it could be of Union's interest to sit in, invite them to shoot from distance and see if anything changes. Top scorer of the day, Crystal Johnson on 10. She's been unstoppable pretty much every time she decides she's going to that basket. She's going to that basket and can't be stopped. Hal Trailer on 9. And for Union, Emery Glover on 7. She's probably been the standout for the Bulldogs, but Kylie No on 4. Had a few good opportunities, but yet to get going. Union yet to lead. Spartanburg controlled it from the start.
Absolutely, and the game so far is being played on the terms of the Spartanburg Methodist Pioneers. They're really dictating the tempo. They're deciding when to run, when to slow it down, and they're really making it tough on Union on the other end. Union needs to find a way to create some type of momentum, whether it's movement, whether it's finding ways to make plays defensively, some kind of way to build some momentum, because they really just don't seem to be all the way into it thus far.
It's a real mixture of youth versus experience today, and the youth need to turn up and be counted for. Armani Wynn's been one of Union's standout players all season, yet to get going. She's a big confidence player. When she's confident, she's hitting shots, she's shooting from everywhere, to be honest, but yet to get to that.
Welcome back inside of the Meadowview Marriott Conference Resort and Convention Center. Gabriel Schrei, Lorenzo Robinson, Frank Osborne bringing you college hoops on the Southeast Sports Network. Whoa! As we get started in half number 2.
That's a little bit different from Union. We haven't really seen them dictate the physical play in this game. So, hey, maybe that can go a long way towards them really turning things up, turning up the pressure here in Kingsport.
Definitely can't hurt. Glad you're along with us. This has been barn burners so far. You guys know I'm not a shout-out guy, but I can't go without giving my mentor and good friend David Brody a shout-out. Thanks for tuning in David was the voice of the Princeton Tigers for a couple decades, 6 years of the Raiders on the radio, and also Alabama Crimson Tide football. Just an incredible guy. Pitched across for Spartanburg Methodist. This is loose. Big collision down low on the baseline.
You know the telltale sign of a struggling offense? Usually when their possessions all end up winding down into the final seconds of the shot clock.
I think that comes from not enough movement ahead. The people with the ball sort of stuck looking for options.
I'm a big fan of slowing your offense down. People don't do that anymore in the game of basketball, but I agree that in this case, that is definitely a sign of a struggling offense.
I don't know if I would necessarily say slowing it down, but I think dictating the pace is more of a way to put it.
Yeah.
You choose when to speed up, when to slow down.
Yeah, I don't think Union are intentionally slowing it down, to be honest.
Yeah, just grinding to a halt right now offensively. And unfortunate for them because they really haven't been able to take advantage of what's so far been a struggle for Destiny Middleton. She's 2 of 8 from the field, only 4 points on the board. She's been Spartanburg Methodist leading scorer all season long, their most effective offensive player. And so far, not having her normal stuff has not been a problem.
Driving ball, pinballs out for UCU. Bulldogs from the wing, bang! Buries the 3-ball. 21 points on the board for Union Commonwealth.
That was a great play created by Anaya Carter, being able to come to that jump stop and finding the shooter.
Yeah, Anaya Carter's got some real pace about her. When she learns how to use that pace more efficiently in college level, she's going to be some player.
What if you can have it all? A place to call home, a great job, and a safe and welcoming community to raise your family. You can have all that and more in Kingsport, Tennessee. For the past quarter century, Kingsport has been on a mission to reinvent itself as the first professionally planned and privately financed city of the 20th century. Kingsport has earned the nickname the Model City. From award-winning educational initiatives to business incubators to the surrounding natural beauty, Kingsport is just the right size to have the amenities you need without the traffic and crime of a larger city. With a vibrant downtown, great shopping and dining, and a thriving local economy, Kingsport is the perfect place to call home. Ready to start loving where you live? Choose Kingsport. Visit movetokingsport.com and discover all the reasons why this charming town is the perfect place to call home.
Bulldogs trying to bring the heat as we're into our third. Back underway between SMC and UCU.
Now, I will say this cannot be a time for Spartanburg Methodist to just rest on their laurels. They must find a way to continue to put pressure on Union. The worst thing that you can do with a sleeping dog is allow them to recoup and recover and get back on their feet.
Tried that, the floater short. And on the baseline, this goes, a little kiss off the glass. Crystal Johnson, she's got a dozen.
Well, it just looked like Union were all standing and waiting for each other to take the rebound, and Johnson said, all right, I'll have it, and took it herself while 4 Union bodies watched.
Johnson just came back into the game. On the way, this one buried for Union Commonwealth.
And I don't know how many sets I've seen like that, but that was an off-ball screen, pinned down for an open shooter. Very well played by Union. They're going to need more where that came from.
She'll just light this off, and the 2 ball is buried for SMC's Pioneers.
Yeah, now SMC getting back into that drive and kick game that gave Union so much trouble in the first half.
Johnson's got 14, and she leads all scorers.
Well, Spartanburg are 11% from distance, so Union can just sit in and stop the ball going to Crystal Johnson. But sit in and invite them to shoot from distance.
Second violation as this one is knocked down from the top of the block.
Yeah, Crystal Johnson is feeling it right now for Spartanburg Methodist.
She's got 16 points. All 3 of the last 3 shots made. 6 points in a row. She's really powering SMC to a commanding lead. We're almost halfway through this third period, and Spartanburg Methodist just off and running. 11-point advantage right now, even after the bucket.
Yeah, but Union's making a play here, a play there to just hang around. They're trying to give themselves a chance.
Not quite right. Zy Bell couldn't get it to go. Wow, Amani Wynn almost pulled it all together. That was wild.
Yeah, 2-point blank, absolute bunnies at the rim, not going her way.
From the front court, pulls up from the straightaway. Oh, baby, from the front porch of Eastman Chemical.
Hey, I think we passed that on our way here.
We did. It's right downtown. A lot of changes on the floor. Again, 16 points for Johnson, 12 for Haley Traylor, 4 for Noe, 5 for Rogers, 4 for Coffey, and 3 for Wynn. She hit that 1-3 ball a few moments ago. Coach moving his players around. Calling out to Diamond Tatum, says DT. In the wrong place, DT. So a break on the floor in a 14-point game. The advantage with Spartanburg Methodist, 40-26 over the Bulldogs.
We didn't come to fix Marco's brakes because it was convenient or fast. We did it because Marco has bigger fish to fry and a lot of hungry people to feed. Krause Family Ford. Passion drives purpose.
Back in Kingsport. Wow, off the rip. Almost dropping that one home, the Dogs.
Yeah, Diamond Tatum was making a mad dash on her way to the rim, unencumbered, just not able to get it to go.
Trying this again, flipped way outside. And we get a travel. Looks like Destiny Middleton gets hit with a call. We've also got high school basketball. Brantley County taking on Model. GHSA state playoffs live on the Southeast Sports Network. Matt and Nathan on the call, free, live, easy to watch and find, SCSNsports.com/how to watch. Sent back onto the floor. Couldn't get that.
Yeah, that whole defensive sequence was created by the all-defensive team member, Zy Bell. They're on the perimeter stop.
(40-26), 3.5 to play in the third. Spartanburg Methodist just short. It really feels like the Pioneers are picking up that strategy and trying to suffocate them by burning time.
Yeah, and at a certain point, you can really just sit on the basketball and dare the other team to beat you, find ways to score. Union, they have not found a way to score consistently. Spartanburg Methodist, they're not doing anything special on offense, but they don't really have to.
2 more go for the Pioneers.
I will say that they're doing a nice job of not forcing the issue. They're playing a very professional style of basketball, only taking what the defense gives them, not being overly aggressive, but also still trying to find ways to score.
I think that move sums up Union's attack. On the third attempt they got there, Kylie No winning the rebound for every single one of her shots.
I think the appeal of the Appalachian Athletic Conference has grown so much over time. And these teams that are joining, like Spartanburg Methodist College, are only adding to it for a number of reasons. I think for me, the biggest part of the appeal of the AAC is just the character-driven athletics. You've got people who are really hard workers on and off the floor, just genuinely great gals, guys. You look at what they go on and do with their lives, and you know, they're hard workers and bring a lot of value to their communities, and I love to see that leadership. I love to see families come to an affordable sporting event. I think it's crazy that sports have become so corporate, and it's hundreds of dollars for tickets to go see a basketball game. What happened to $5 for a bucket of popcorn and take your son or daughter out to watch a game? How cool is that you could still do that? You could come here for $10 and enjoy 4 games today. Tomorrow you could pay $10 more and watch 8 games of basketball, college basketball. And then I think the last value prop, oh baby, that's a value prop. Wow. An absolute long-range missile buried into the twine as this rolls off. Lastly, I think that what we're really starting to see with the rise of the transfer portal is now Division I athletics runs through lower level college. The NAI has always been extremely comparable in all sports to small enrollment Division I schools, Division II schools, similar level of competitiveness and funding and the way they approach these programs. And now you're seeing guys have to start their career with these schools and then move on. I think if you want a shot at Division I now and you're not getting recruited out of high school, this is where you start. You see guys like Peterson, who played at Spartanburg Methodist on the men's team. He's been extremely successful in the Big South playing for the Blue Hose. It's been so much fun to watch those guys move on, play at the next level. Programs like Reinhardt, Maria Sanchez Ponce now are regular averaging over a dozen points per game for Jacksonville State. It all starts by playing in the AAC for one of these great programs. Bulldogs knifing through, couldn't get it. 1 minute to go in the third. Wow, long range ball from the straightaway.
She had so much time there just to dribble up the court, stop, have a look around, call a play, choose not to do the play, step back and then get the shot off.
Yeah, I can't really say I disagree with the decision to don't want to drop coverage there because she hasn't really been successful shooting from the perimeter today, but making them pay on that one.
Bit strong. Long feed, knife through to the top of the block. Quarter of a minute left in this third period. Driving to the baseline, strong, 5 seconds. 4, 3, Bulldogs to the back door and denied down inside. As that wraps up the third period between these two teams. Red hot action. We're headed to the final period. We're going to take a break, and while you wait for the final period to start, I send you to Rome, Georgia, where you can hang out with Model High School as they take on Brantley County.
A lot of pressure on the ball. They've got excellent depth, so Coach Travis can really cycle in a lot of guys and continue to pressure the ball for 4 quarters. So they're going to play tough defense, and if their shots are falling, look out. They can hang with anybody.
And meanwhile, the Brantley County Herons, they come in with a 56.2 points per game average, giving up about 49. They've lost their last couple of games. And to tell you a little bit more about this team, we don't know a whole lot about them going into the game because obviously...
They're ready to go again. As they run one quick shot, they put a fraction of a second back onto the clock to finish that third period. Inbounded the ball, couldn't get anything to go.
Be a big factor in this game.
And I was talking to their coaches a little bit earlier in prep for our broadcast tonight, and they got a couple of guys that are injured and won't be playing tonight. One of them is Kent Thomas, an ACL issue that he experienced earlier in the year. Number 14, Eli Thomas, is also injured, so they have a couple of guys that are on the JV team that have stepped up into the roster tonight. They're going to help, the team out a little bit. You got number 20, Ellis Westover, a sophomore, as well as number 33, JB Johnson. He's a sophomore as well. But they had several guys that made all-region this year. We're going to talk about that as we go along throughout our broadcast. I think it's breaking news because I was talking to the coaching staff before we went on the air, and they said it hasn't been announced yet. And I said, well, it's all right if I announce it. And they said, go ahead. So it may be news to people back at home that are tuning in from Nahunta, Georgia, who the all-region players were. So they're going to get it from the local media here in Rome, Georgia, which is kind of an interesting wrinkle to the broadcast tonight, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. I didn't know you were presenting awards tonight.
So anyway, with that.
Huge lead entering the final quarter of play between the Pioneers and Union Commonwealth Bulldogs. Gabriel Try, Lorenzo Robinson, Frank Osborne along with us as we are headed into quarter 4. Guys, brief thoughts on what to expect in this final quarter.
I would expect to see Union really give everything that they have at this point. Again, you have to try to extend every avenue that you have to get back into this game, especially with only 10 minutes remaining.
This goes, good start.
My prediction with my orange-tinted Bulldog glasses on is that they've had the best team talk you've ever seen, and you're going to see the Bulldogs revived.
Off the mark, I like it. On the way, it rattles out. Very excited to have Frank Osborne along with us on the Southeast Sports Network for this tournament. Frank, glad you've been able to join us. Frank is a student and learning to broadcast at Union Commonwealth, and you're doing a great job, man. Glad you're here.
Thanks for having me.
Hopefully no SMC Pioneers knew you were affiliated with the Bulldogs until right then. I don't think so, though. You've been very good.
Thank you.
Working this all around. Pitch to cross. Trying to drive from the straightaway. Again, Pioneers just thrilled to burn clock as this clatters off the heel of the iron.
Yeah, they're going to put all the pressure in the hands of Union. Union's going to have to show them that they need to be afraid of their offensive prowess.
Ball's loose, Pioneers free down the floor. A little kiss off the glass, and hello to the twine. Diamond Tatum, it's 47-33.
And with every breakaway basket like that that you receive, that takes even more pressure off of you offensively. I don't even know if we have proof that Union can score 14 in the quarter right now, trailing by 14 points.
Well, I did this math during our last game as well, and I don't know if it was a favorite of the broadcast crew or the fans, but it's mathematically not looking great. You're averaging 11 per period.
They had 13 in that last quarter, so a 14-0 run here would get them back into it. Asking a lot.
It's asking a lot. That's a little bit. That's a little bit. Union, of course, in that last game, though, we saw them start heating up, right? They scored more points by far in that final period, and they were able to stretch the clock, and it ended up being a two-possession game.
Truly, truly, but you got to find ways to get stops. You have to try to now speed Spartanburg Methodist up. You see them going to that press trying to force turnovers. Spartanburg Methodist right now, really since the second quarter, they've been operating their offense under cruise control, not really in much of a rush, and getting good looks when they find them.
I agree. Wow, she got all of that ball. Great block. Union shooting 33% from the floor, 41% for SMC. Both 50% from three-point range. 18 turnovers for the Bulldogs, a dozen for the Pioneers. 17 points off turnovers for Spartanburg Methodist, just 7 for the Dogs.
Yeah, Kylie now up to 5 blocks now. She was named in the defensive team of the year last night. She's probably the first freshman I've seen really relish the physical side of the game. She embraces the physical. She wants to get hit. She wants to hit people.
Pioneers running the floor, trying to keep the pace going. And you can see it right there. She hits the brakes. They're trying to kill that extra time as Trailer dished it across. And the Pioneers are like, hey, we'll just hang on to the ball.
But to that point, Frank, you can tell just her mere presence really changes the way that these players shoot the ball at the rim.
Too easy. Seibel, she's got 7 points and a timeout called on the floor. It's 50-33.
Need a break? A break from the grind? The stress? We have just the place. A place where you can let your inner thrill-billy out. Bristol Motor Speedway, April 10th through the 12th for the NASCAR Food City 500 Triple Header Weekend. 3 days, 3 races, 2 night races, 1 epic weekend. Don't just take a break, race to it. Get your tickets, upgrades, and more now at BristolMotorspeedway.com. It's not just a race.
It's Bristol, baby! Welcome back in Kingsport, Tennessee. good one late. It's 50-33. Stolen away by the Pioneers, headed down the floor.
We got to bring that to air. We got to bring that to air.
I'm just saying that, we're talking about making the tournament and success, and I don't think you necessarily have to win to enjoy playing. I think
it helps.
It does help. It
goes
does
a long
help.
way.
It does help, but you should not just play to win.
Why else would you play?
That's a great way to stay in shape.
You can stay in shape doing anything.
I don't know.
I can go
stay
run.
in shape getting fast
I can go
food.
run. That's not competitive in particular, but I'm staying in shape. I can go on the treadmill.
You kind of are in really good shape right now.
I can do certain things to stay in shape, but nothing replaces the feeling of winning.
You've lost so much weight since you finished playing football.
Yeah, I don't need it anymore.
How much do you mind saying, or is that like a secret?
I'll let the people guess at home.
Several stone, as
Frank
would say.
Follow me on Instagram at _Renzo75.
Dude, the before and after is wild.
But no, I understand what you're saying. You don't necessarily have to win, but I mean, Herm Edwards said you play to win the game, right?
Yeah, I mean, you do. Both are true. Like, winning is great, and winning is a lot about life.
Will I say I have fun if I don't win? Probably not. I probably won't say, but I had fun.
Would you like in 10 years?
No.
Oh, well, I think team sports are so important to development of character and personality.
For sure, and I've had a lot of fun in the moment. But what I say,
this guy hates losing.
It was fun.
This dude hates losing.
I wouldn't say it was fun. Like, I accomplished a lot of personal goals in my last year as a football player, I would say. Maybe from a personal standpoint, probably my best season. But I don't necessarily look back on that season as, man, I had a lot of fun that year. The most fun that I had was when we were really good. And maybe I didn't play as much, but at least we won something.
Good rebound down inside by Wynn.
Win.
Stop.
We play to win the game.
No, like W-Y-N-N.
For sure.
The name.
Yeah, and, I'm sure there's memories that last a lifetime, and I will always have family that I made through playing competitive sports. And sometimes we just sit and talk about the fact that we didn't win.
I can't relate personally. My union soccer team does all right.
No kidding.
Oh, I've won plenty of. How many national championships have you won?
We haven't won any national championships, to be fair. Next year.
I'm rooting for you, man. I'll say that. As long as y'all don't, well, that'll be a time for another day. As long as there's one team you don't see when you get there, but I'll root for you the rest of the way.
Couple of changes. That's a realistic possibility, actually. The AAC always sends on really good soccer programs to the national tournament. Last few years, they have been extremely competitive nationally.
Yeah.
I wonder how much fun the teams that don't make it to the national tournament have.
Not going to let it go, are you?
Yeah, well, I couldn't imagine really playing not to win.
You are a mean guy.
That's not mean. That's
You're
just
kinda
realistic.
mean right now.
No.
Stolen away by the Bulldogs.
There are 20 teams here, and 2 of them are going to have fun. The winner of the women's tournament and the winner of the men's tournament. Everyone else is going home sad.
I'm going to let everybody know that they're not allowed. Well, you're kind of letting everybody know. Just if you don't win the tournament, there's no fun. This is a no fun zone.
No, you can have fun while trying to win. And then once you don't win, it's not fun anymore.
I don't know if that makes, you can't undo fun you had.
Nah, I mean, it's like you're on a plane, right? And while you're on that plane, you're in air. You're in the air. You never come down really if you win, but once the plane lands, you're on the ground. You're not on the plane anymore. You're not traveling anymore. You're just on the ground.
But you were in the air.
You were in the air, and you had fun. You did have fun. You were in the air. You were in the air. You were having fun. But you're not riding on the plane anymore, so you're not having fun anymore. It's over.
Good bucket down inside by the Dogs. Isis got the layup, followed by Trailer on the other end, and that was Coffey who gets it to go with the assist from Isis.
I'll give you. We played Union. My last game ever. We played Union in football.
Bro is still going.
It was a great win. Ask me if I had fun.
Did you have fun?
No, because we found out we missed the playoffs like 10 minutes later. So, in the moment, do you know what I was thinking while playing that game? Man, I hope Point beats Bluefield so we can get into the playoffs.
Do I tell him I'm sorry? Or? No? All right.
But I enjoyed it every step of the way until that moment.
It's an interesting take. Long feed sails through.
Tomorrow figures to be a long day. But, you know, the last game will probably be around 9:30, 9:45.
Oh, it tips off at 9:15.
That's generally where, you know, you'll get some of my best takes during that time of the hour.
That's going to be a wild.
So that should give everyone who's listening in right now, especially those who will be on the winning side in 3 minutes and 43 seconds, that should give all of you a lot of incentive to come back and listen into those games.
I'm going to DoorDash some ramen. Do they have a good ramen place here?
I could think of 10 things.
Is there good ramen?
Sorry. Not really a fan of ramen. Not a fan of ramen.
Why?
I feel like I've passed that point in my life.
This goes. Beautiful ball.
Just hate everything.
No, I'm a fan of ribs. Good barbecue spot around here?
Might be onto something.
Uh-oh.
There is good barbecue. 60-37.
I'll be here all week. I'm full of good ideas.
I think this chat sums up how the game's going, really.
Wing 3 off the heel of the iron. Win fighting down inside and finally gets it to drop with a foul.
But since we have a little bit of time, we might as well just preview the game that's coming up tomorrow. You know, since we do have a little bit of time, Brian's going to end up playing Spartanburg Methodist after this, and Brian had a really good season. They were 21-6, 18-2 in conference play. This was a bounce-back year for Brian coming off of what was sort of a middling season. They're a program that is used to having a ton of success, so they're going to go against the Spartanburg Methodist program that's new to the AAC. They're not really a program that has much of a foothold in this area. I think that should be interesting because some teams lose to a team coming off the bus. You just see you're playing Bryan College and you know how good they've been, and you already believe that you have an uphill battle to climb. Meanwhile, a team like Spartanburg Methodist, they're not really used to how things go in the AAC. They don't really have that sort of fear of Brian, and then they have two of the best players in the conference at their disposal, as well as a supporting cast that seems to be firing on all cylinders. That should be a ton of fun tomorrow.
Drives to the elbow, now the wing 3, rattles and goes.
You see that? I can bring it back when it's time to bring it back, right?
Yeah. From the center of the floor. All the way through, knifes her way to the low paint, and we get the foul.
All this being said in jest, though, definitely a great season for Union, especially with a lot of the youth on their roster. So this is great experience for them. We've seen teams have a lot of young players come into these conference tournament situations, gain a lot of experience, and then come back and really hit another level. So I would expect to see Union really challenge amongst the best of the best in the AAC next season if they can keep this group together.
Yeah, really only a couple of upperclassmen on the roster in its entirety, so all youthful positions on the roster looking to grow, develop, and they're going to be able to do that over the summer, come back, hit the ground running.
Yes, I'm definitely excited to see the development of this group.
From the baseline, Dogs drove and pushed it through, and we get the violation. That's going to be a foul.
What's your take on participation trophies?
Listen, bro, I don't know.
Nah, I'm against them.
Having fun is not the same thing as is getting awarded for having fun.
No, I wasn't necessarily saying that that was two sides of the same coin, but I was just interested in
Feels like what you're doing.
your opinion.
Feels like what he's doing.
Your opinion on participation trophies. Ribbons.
I'm going to invoke my Fifth Amendment right on that one.
You can't because we get asked to talk.
No, I'm not. I'm not answering that one. Rattles off the heel of the iron. Spartanburg Methodist battling for it with UCU, Ella Coffee. Yeah, I don't like. If they gave a button for having fun, I'd be pro that. They're like, you had fun. Here's your button.
Maybe an F.
Wow. You're mean.
No.
You're mean.
No.
Long ball to the center of the floor, and Spartanburg Methodist.
I just come from a place where we associate fun with winning. I can't really take that part of my DNA out. It's been ingrained in me.
62-44, 145 to play.
Yeah, we spoke about Union coming back next year with lots of potential to grow. We've got quite a few freshmen with high ceilings. Kylie No and Armani Wynn, probably the two stand out. Combined for 20 points today. But the two top scorers in the team by some way. No just surpassed 300 points for the season.
Free down the floor. The three-man weave for the Bulldogs as we get the foul.
You know, something tells me that Armani Wynn is going to have a very strong career over the course of her time at Union.
That's a safe bet.
Yeah, she got Offensive Player of the Week earlier on in the season. Dropped 30 points against Bluefield.
I mean, she's already had a solid career. She averaged 11 points a game this season. It's only going to get stronger as she continues to develop as an athlete. Quick change for the Dogs.
But yeah, they will figure to be right amongst the best of the best in the conference next season with what they have coming back. But that's probably the biggest caveat in that statement, what they have coming back. You really hope that you can keep this group together, especially with the way that college sports has been over the course of these past few seasons. But if you're bringing a group that has that has Win, and all the pieces that they have to that puzzle, the sky should be the limit for the Bulldogs.
Big high bounce off the heel of the iron. Spartanburg Methodist Pioneers from the elbow. Try to go inside from the corner of the foul.
Spartanburg Methodist able to do this with not the best stuff coming from Destiny Middleton, 2 of 9 from the field, only 4 points. But when you have so many people step up in a variety of different roles, sometimes your best player doesn't always have to be the best player on that night to succeed.
Tack up a couple more, 64-45. Following the game, Frank Osborne will join our player of the game as selected by Jay Stansel and the Appalachian Athletic Conference for the Spartanburg Methodist Pioneers. Congratulations to the Bulldogs on an excellent season. They capped it with a win over Johnson, had a nice couple of wins in the transition from January to February. Took down Bluefield's Rams, TWU Bulldogs. They also took down Bluefield and TMU to open December and played a fun, tough schedule all through the course of the season. Wishing them best of luck in the offseason and enjoyed seeing them make the tournament again this year. Lorenzo, any final thoughts on this matchup between these two and what to expect tomorrow for SMC?
Well, Spartanburg Methodist, they did what many felt like they would do, and that's take advantage of Union not really being an effective offensive group and putting a ton of pressure on them. They did a nice job of doing that. But I'm really looking forward to seeing some of these matchups tomorrow, some of the squads that didn't get a chance to play today. We're going to really see that AAC bracket round into form after the games that take place tomorrow.
Pinballed out. On Kylie Noe.
Curious to see if we see a Cinderella story similar to what Tennessee Wesleyan was last season in the women's bracket, being the 7th seed and fighting all the way into that championship game. Do we have any stories like that on the horizon here in Kingsport in 2026?
And that does it. Spartanburg Methodist wins 64-46, your final. Congratulations to the Dogs on a great season. And the Pioneers are advancing to day 2 of the tournament in pretty electric fashion, if I say so myself. They seemed unstoppable. Frank will join our player of the game on the floor, so don't go anywhere, as we'll give you the interview on the floor with those two. Lorenzo, you know, when you bring that much firepower to the tournament, how do you feel about day 2? Does that affect the momentum going into day 2?
It shouldn't really affect it too much because, like I said, we're going to see some teams and some players that we didn't get a good chance to look at, and that's going to add another dimension. Those squads, they've been chomping at the bit. They've been in Kingsport for 2 days now, just idle. I know that they're ready to really put their best foot forward and play their best basketball.
I agree, and I'm sure we will see their best basketball, as we are going to go down now to the floor to hear from our player of the game alongside Frank Osborne. It's Haley Traylor, the senior, and boy, did she have a great outing. Frank, what do you got?
I'm Frank Osborne, joined by Haley Traylor. First of all, congratulations on today's win. What are your thoughts on the performance?
I think we played really hard as a team. We knew Union's a really good team, so we knew that we had to come out here, play hard. They had run a lot of stuff through that big, so we practiced a lot on just playing as hard as possible, you know, focusing on us and giving as much effort as possible in this first game.
And you got second team all-conference last night. How does that feel?
It feels great. Coming off an Achilles tear and being able to play basketball again, just giving it all you got and praying that everything works out for the best. So I was really honored to be able to have that accomplishment.
And now you face a strong Bryan team tomorrow. What are your thoughts going into that matchup?
Really, really good team. They have a good all-around team. I know we're going to have to play hard and give effort, but we played them twice, so we're going to learn from those mistakes that we made the first 2 times, and we're going to try our best to get the next one.
Congratulations.
Thank
I'll let you celebrate.
Frank and Haley, thank you so much for joining us. Appreciate you being with us. Again, your final score, 64-46, a Spartanburg Methodist Pioneer win over the Union Bulldogs on the Southeast Sports Network. For Lorenzo Robinson, for Frank Osborne, for the Union Bulldogs, Spartanburg Pioneers, and all the fans, I'm Gabriel Schry saying so long from Kingsport, Tennessee. All games and events airing on our networks are broadcast live in our copyright material. Today's game will be archived and available for replay inside of the app or platform where you viewed it.
Some might ask, what's the hurry? But if it's the difference between getting McDonald's breakfast and settling for a Big Mac, well, run like the wind. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
It's like that. Donovan stays fair. Everybody feel it, come around with the rhythm, it's a sound. Everybody get down when we give it to you. It's like that.
You don't have to wear a uniform for service or sacrifice. Every day, ordinary Americans perform extraordinary acts of courage and selfless service. Please join us in recognizing citizen heroes who have made a difference in the lives of others through their acts of courage and selfless service in communities across America. Nominate a citizen hero today at themedalofhonor.com.
Welcome back to Super Bowl 58 in Las Vegas. Tony, what do you think?
Quincy, it's 2 a.m. You have school tomorrow. Get some rest.
See you tomorrow, Saquon.
You got it, Quessy.
His name is Quincy. The crowd goes wild.
Hey, Quincy.
Quincy! Your son's fantasies are going to destroy my house. Speed move! Quincy, take the slap! Hike! Here comes Fred Warner! I'm open! He's got Jefferson!
Hit the gritty?
Nah, hit the Quincy.
Where is that boy going?
Nobody will cry. Little number. Oh no!
Bring it, little man!
Camp Jordan!
I'll see you tomorrow, Quincy!
Quincy is in trouble!
I got you!
He pitches it to Saquon! No! My ball!
That's on you, bro. Besides, I'm not even real.
Is this your ball? What's your name?
Quincy.
Quincy. I'm OC. I know that look. I know that dream. I had the same one. See, Quincy, doesn't have to be a dream anymore. Doesn't matter where you're born, as long as you're born to play.
Just making sure you were real.
The Southeast Sports Network, your free ticket to front row sports action. From heart-pounding football showdowns to thrilling basketball games, experience every moment live, all from the comfort of your home. Your favorite athletes, broadcast in real time and on demand. It's not just streaming, it's your front row ticket to the best of Southeastern sports. And the best part? It's absolutely free. Don't miss a moment of your favorite teams. Join us now at the Southeast Sports Network. The Southeast Sports Network, your front row ticket to live sports.
Mental